Yo. What's up, everybody out there? Welcome back to Afrobeat Live, the only place where entertainment matter. You know who it is, man. It's the one and only your host, Mc Wallywa. On my right, I got my partner in the house. What's up, baby? Talk to him.
Hey, this is Princess Paula. Welcome back.
I can't forget my sister in the house, the one with the sweetest word. Madame, what's in the album now? Talk to them.
I'm good. What's up? It's your girl Raro with RaroLay.com, and I'm here.
And everybody know who this man be right here. The baddest DJ in DMV, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to my chairman, the one and only DJ Phemstar. What's up, brother? What's in the album? So check this out, man. Welcome to Hot Seat. Today I have a special guest for you guys. This man doesn't need introduction because everybody know him. He's one of the baddest comedian, baddest MC in DMV, worldwide. People sabi this guy everywhere now. He don't do show. Is it California? Is it New York? Is it Canada? Is it Mexico? Is it Florida? Is it Texas? Even Nigeria. He's my guy. He's my paddy. Put some respect on his name when you call his name. Shall I introduce this guy? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio the one and only MC Chaz. Round of applause for him. Yes.
How are you?
Not bad.
What's going on?
You know how we do it. It's a good day that the Lord has made today. Hallelujah.
What's up, man? What's going on, chairman?
Not much, boss man. Not much. Just
how's everything, man? Welcome to the studio.
Thank you, man.
It's been a while. We've been trying to get you down here, man. Thank you for acknowledging our invitation.
Thank you for having me, man.
Finally.
I got a liar, Raro. No, be true.
It's like, how many times have we called him?
He's a guy now.
You know?
So thank you for making time for us this evening. We really appreciate your presence.
All day.
And it's about to go down.
I don't think he's ready for
Straight
it.
off.
You think he's ready for it?
He's not.
Straight off.
Today, no sugarcoating.
No sugarcoating.
A lot of your fans, they've sent us emails, they've sent us letters. They want to ask questions, they want to know more about you. They want to know who's MC Chaz, who's behind MC Chaz, who's the real man inside MC Chaz. So let's take it back. How has the journey been?
Well, not bad at all. Since we migrated into this country, levels has to change. You know, you have to do your homework well. You can't just carry the whole thing from that other side across the seas and then to this area and try to pull it off. You know, you're gonna have to do some mastering. You're gonna have to study the system, and then bam, you come out again. It just taken me almost like 7 years to do that. Prior to coming, I was in Unizik, and I was trying. That was in 2006, and then the visa can't come out, you know. So I had to choose.
For people who don't know what Unizik is.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Unizik is Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and that's in the East Anambra State. Yeah. So that's where I was schooling microbiology, which wasn't my choice, but you know. It's one of those things you have to study for your parents kind of stuff. Yeah.
So growing up, when you were younger, were you always like a talkative? Were you always the funny one in class? Like
Yes. I was always the funny one. I was always the one that took the most strokes. Because, my name, then the class prefect would write my name. You know how they write your name, Chaz, and then they put times 4. So when the teacher is flogging, they give me times 4. But it didn't stop me though. Yes, I've always been the highlight of the party.
And at what point in your life did you, think, oh, you know what? I'm lively, I'm funny. When did you realize that? And when did you think, you know what, I'm gonna do something with this?
When did you finally accept and said, this is what I want to, go after?
Well, the thing is, when I moved to the east from what's it called, from River State, then the oil city, Port Harcourt. Don't be a hater.
When they talk about oil, they talk about Delta.
And then, I moved over to the east. At that point, it was more of, okay, you've cracked people up, family, friends, back in Port Harcourt. Now you're all by yourself. You're talking about school fees. You're talking about rent. So, in Nigeria, they say, when hunger find you, when they fire you, you'll find your talents real quick. It was at that point I started practicing on my own, and then gradually I started coming out slowly. But I was doing more of like hosting events, because I just felt it gives me a better time to like align my jokes and all that stuff. And you know, when my name started going round, MC Obu, that's what people used to know me as. Then the visa gone shows.
You started as MC Obu.
Yes, my last name.
Ah, yes. See, a lot of people may not even know that.
Yes.
We know you as MC Chaz.
Chaz.
But then let me also ask you this: since you're a comedian and you're an MC also,
right?
What do you prefer being titled as? A comedian or
as a master of ceremony?
As a master of ceremony.
A humor. You understand?
Master of ceremony.
Because once they reach stand-up comedy, I actually believe there are some people that is good for them, you know. In my line of business, I'm trying to make mine more of a profession, you know.
Right.
I understand the comedians too can be professions, but you know, with the master of ceremony, it's most likely that you will go wide number of places.
It's more broad.
It's more broad, you know. So I decided to stick with that one, especially since we're here in the US. You know how it works sometimes. So.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. I noticed you do a lot of broadcasting online. As far as you post a lot of quick video, 2-minute video. That's actually very good.
Right.
Because I noticed you build a lot of fan base with what you do.
Right.
And what actually inspired you to start that? And what is your goal and target with that? What are you trying to achieve by it?
Very good question, actually. You know, I grew up under a single mother, you know, and the struggle was real. But the truth is, I didn't really miss my father because, you know, my mom was like my father and my mother. And she was a very strict disciplinarian, you know. She didn't take nonsense. So I didn't get away. I didn't grow up having toys or any of those. None of that. No games, none of that. It was either I'm playing with my friends, so I'm reading my book, or I'm eating food, or just doing one housework or the other. We didn't have no house helps, none of that. You know, it was me and my mom. We're cooking, you know, we're pounding. So, you know, growing up under a woman and then coming into the world right now, I'm just like, you know, it's a lot of stuff that I just can't overlook. You know, they happen and I'm like, man, this is just not the right way. And I've not been able to be convinced otherwise. So what I decided to do is, you know, use my entertainment to kind of like positively, you know, teach people a few things, you know, highlight you based off my experience. I'm not
telling a story.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story of my own experience. I don't tell you stuff I made up. If I haven't gone through it, I tell you I don't know anything about that. But what I have gone through, I will share with you, no matter how serious. And you know, for people that know me, they know I talk about real controversial stuff sometimes. You know? I will speak my mind.
Sometimes I ask myself, is Chaz an activist?
Because sometimes I come off that way too, you know. But it wasn't going to be just comedy for me.
Right.
You know, it wasn't going to be just comedy because then, you know, I don't know. Yes, I might just be able to put smiles on your face, but that's about it. I want to do more. Right. So that's why.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. That sounds great. Okay. So this is a very interesting question. Okay. So with, you know, your journey and everything that's going, and of course, like we say, this is just the beginning. You have amazing things in store for you and things to come and all that. Okay, so who would you want if there was ever a Chaz Obu biopic? Who would you want to play you?
Who do you think can play who can play your lifestyle?
Denzel Washington. Let's leave it at that.
You think he can pull up being a comedian, or
I think he can.
You think he can?
He doesn't usually play those type of roles.
He will play it this time. He has to play it.
Just for you.
Just for me.
So what's going on now? Like, what are you doing? What are you up to? What do we look forward to?
Well, I mean, we've done all the videos. We've gotten some type of popularity, but quite frankly, not fame. Popularity is different from fame. At one point, you know, I had to step out of my job. I worked in pharmaceutical companies for 8 years as a senior reimbursement counselor. So I've been in the English field, white collar jobs. I made money out of it, but you know, what is burning inside you is burning inside you.
Exactly.
So I had to quit my job October of last year, and I was like, you know what? But of course, I'm doing that with the help of my my brother too, who's firmly behind me. And I decided to just do this full time. I've been working on it, and now I'm branching into like an MC Chaz TV thing.
Right.
It's going to be reality, and I'm taking it away from Facebook. And I'm taking it from all medias because it's going to be really, really controversial and very raw stuff, reality stuff. Like.
So where could we see that?
Well, the website is going to be out soon, MC Chaz TV. I'm planning to launch the 3rd week of June. Yeah. And you know, in that show we have a lot. I'm working with, you know, the bridge between Africans and African Americans.
Right.
You know, I'm working with, you know, people that have struggled the hard way, you know, trying to make it here in the US. So it's gonna be real stuff, crazy stuff too.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Comedian, MC, I noticed you like to act also.
Yes.
Yeah, and you've also been cast. You started in a leading role in the movie
Yes.
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Along with Ghanaian actor John Dumelo.
Correct. Correct.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Wonderland came out as a result of the Ice Bucket Challenge. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
When that stuff was going on, there was a video I made. Yes, correct.
Okay.
A video I made, you know, with, you know, the way Africans were doing their own Ice Bucket Challenge.
How would they do that?
Man, they would call like 50 people. You know, normally you just appoint one person like, okay, Mark Zuckerberg, I challenge you to do, but
and donate $20,000,
you know, and that kind of stuff, and you make donations. But our people were
donate.
coming out with Mike, Junior, Sandra, you know, Kechi, you know, I was like, wait.
No, were we making donations?
No, we didn't even make a donation.
We weren't.
You know, at one point, well, anyway, I made a video with regards to that and put it
Yeah.
out. And then a producer called me about 4 days later. The funny thing is, I had worked as a DOP for him, but he never noticed me. But when someone sent in the video from, I think it was Nigeria, London, he was like, wait, I've seen this guy before. Like, what's up? He called me up, sent me a message on Facebook. We met up the next 3 days. He gave me a script. He was like, I'm going to make this script, you know, for you. And he wrote the script according to the things that I shared with him.
I believe that's George Carlin, right?
Very correct. And at that point, you know, the next thing I knew, John Dumelo was in town for this movie, and then I found myself acting.
How long ago was this?
This would have been last year, March.
Last year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. Now let's do this. Paula, I know you got questions for
I'm
me.
itching. Okay, Chaz, enough about your professional life. Let's get a little personal now, okay? You know, you're cute, you're tall, you're well-spoken, you know,
It's the ladies' month.
Exactly! So what's going on in the lady department, Chaz? What's going on? Have you found yourself an Adobe?
An Adobe. No, well, the thing is, what people don't know actually about Chaz is actually married. You know?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm trying to look the ring real quick.
I beg you, make I take him back. That's for sure for me. But you know, the thing is, honestly, you know, a time comes in a man's life where you have to take a break from certain things, and for me, this is the time. If I am not finding a girl that understands where it is that I'm trying to go, then we really can't work together. It's kind of like held me back in the past, you know, because at one point you start getting jealous about, you know, Chaz is out there, and then, you know, this is what I do.
We have all fine co-hosts, you know, telling you what I do.
Like, what are you doing, and this and that, and then someone sneaking up on you. I'm like, listen, this field...
Sneaking up on you?
Oh, yeah. Wow. This field, you definitely would meet a lot of girls.
Yeah.
We just got to control ourselves.
So in line with that, what would advise, okay, so you do know what's going on with, you know, Tiwa Savage and T-Bills and the whole drama. What are your comments? What would you say to T-Bills? What would you say to Tiwa? Like, what, just
T-Bill's name don't become slang, though.
Yeah,
Some people would say, don't be a T-Bill.
honestly, it saddens me when I watched the interview. I felt so, you know, so touched, and I don't know what advice would you give them?
The thing is, it only got popular because it's Tiwa Savage and T-Bills. But quite frankly, it's a million other men that are even worse than T-Bills. Yeah. Let's call it what it is. However, you know, as a celebrity, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
That's the advice I have for them. You have to be careful. When you're a celebrity, it means you're being celebrated by a bunch of people. People are looking up to you. People are ready to spill the news in very quickly, and that's what happened in their situation. With T-Bills,
turn 1 into 3.
yeah, you know that kind of thing now. So with T-Bills, the only advice I would say, at least just try buy milk for the child. You know, if that's our complaint. Don't do the cocaine. Tiwa Savage too. You know, just keep things on the low. You know.
Yeah.
If you do, talk say you do. Make people know say you do. We'll call and do. You know, those kind of things.
You know, being somebody in the media also.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to speak on this, but at first, and after speaking to the people around me and hearing their own, you know, what they think about it, people were saying you know, at first we saw T-Bill's side before T-Wa came out and made the video.
Right.
With me, if I was and from the way I look at it, I think I won't say T-Wa overdid it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, she have a brand to protect.
Exactly.
You understand? And the business is what feed the family and keep them going. But I will at least I will still say T.Y. I beg now. Small next time.
Small. There are some things there.
The man career's on the line too.
Yeah.
He's on the streets.
Yeah. Hold on. Stop. What? Okay, I'm not gonna say too much about this topic, but his career is based on what? Like, what is his career thriving off of? And like, that's a question.
He's an entrepreneur. We gotta understand.
An entrepreneur. Okay.
Okay, he started off as a manager.
Okay.
And don't let's bring this thing personal, but it's like a general discussion.
It's not personal because
he started off as a manager. Regardless, she still admit that T-Bills has been there for her. He picked her up when she didn't have much.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when you announce somebody, if you are my wife and I offend you, let's settle this behind closed door.
Right.
You don't need to, wash out.
He
messed up. Don't get me wrong.
He definitely did mess up.
But at the same time, I still feel she went.
Yeah.
But how do you overdo the truth? Like, do you decide that, okay, I'm gonna tell the truth or I'm going to lie?
No.
So if she decides that she's gonna tell the truth, can we wrong her for that?
She said,
like, is that something we should do?
No.
Should we say, okay, stop telling the truth at this point and then continue covering for him?
Let me tell you this. That's the difference between African and American. If this was, watch this. If this was Beyonce, let's just say if this was
she made a whole album.
Raro, 1 second. If this was an American artist, it would have been like this. I have a news to tell the entire world. You know, my husband, I haven't cheated on him. From what T.Y. said, I haven't cheated on him. I've never done it wrong. If you guys want me to take a lie detector test, I'm willing to. I would really appreciate if everybody keeps supporting. Let's keep it private, this and that. I don't want to give too much out, but at the end of the day, I want everybody to keep us in our prayer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And she'll acknowledge it. You don't need to be exposing every single detail.
Yeah, there was way too much information.
Too much info.
But at the end of the day, I just feel like both of them did mess up, Yeah. But T.Y. definitely went overboard with the whole cocaine and all that.
Thank you very much. I paid $3,000 for his ticket.
I'm gonna tell you. Tell the truth. When a woman is hurt, she's hurt, and that's that. They just need to all come together and protect their little baby boy.
Let me ask you something.
I'm so serious. When a lady's hurt, she's hurt.
Do you think they will ever get back together?
They shouldn't.
Quite frankly, I think they could. We've seen worse situations. This one just happened to spill.
Do you think that if this has just happened privately behind doors and they both were going through all of this, that they decided to disclose to everybody, but we didn't know about it, do you think that realistically, like if you had a little sister, do you think that she should stay with a man like that? Or if you had a little brother and all that had occurred, do you think it would be reasonable for him to stay with a woman that he was so pained by?
I just feel like he might have been hurt with whatever reasons, but quite frankly, honestly speaking, I think it's something they can walk out. If there's a child involved, that's another thing.
Thank you very much. Thank God there was no domestic violence involved.
That's a very big thing now in Nigeria, and it's very easy to hear a man has killed someone or all that stuff.
Right. But like there was just a story.
He was petty about it. He was petty about it, and I rather settle with someone that is that petty as a husband than someone that is crazy.
Do you understand? Somebody will.
So just for future purposes, my husband, if you're listening to this podcast out there somewhere, if you do cocaine, if you spend 54 million, we are not getting.
Anyways, man,
closing this up.
Big love for you, T-Bills. Keep your head up. We got you in prayer, baby.
We do.
You know what you're doing.
We love you guys still. Whatever you guys do for the entertainment industry, we still appreciate and love you guys.
I want us to wrap this up. It's been a pleasure having MC Chaz in the studio. How about this, Paula? Should we play that reaction game with him?
Yeah, so we have a quick game to play with you. It's going to take about a minute, okay? So this is how it goes. You say the first thing that pops into your head when I say a word. So like, for instance, I say Beyonce, lemonade. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing
quick
that comes to your head, okay?
Alright, I'm going to try now.
Alright? Alright, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, real quick, just a few words, okay?
One, back to back.
Alright. And we'll get you.
T-Bills.
Money.
Chaz.
Beyonce.
Hot dog.
What?
Jay-Z.
Big lips.
Lagos.
Ajegule.
Tiwa Savage.
TBOs.
Niger.
Lagos.
Politics.
Boy.
Donald Trump.
All Nigerians going back.
Igbo.
Wally G.
Thank you for coming.
Not a problem, man. Thank you very much for having me here.
Man, it's been a pleasure, man. I like having fun like this in the studio all the time.
Thank you, man.
Like this, MC Chaz, Afrobeat Live, we want you to know that we got your back. Anytime you have anything you want to put out there, this is one love, this is one family. We're here to support you. It's all about seeing the African entertainment grow. Madam Raro, you have one or two things you want to say?
Yes, I do. So real quick, what else is going on with you? What else do we need to know about you? Because I know
upcoming events.
Yeah.
Well,
upcoming projects. You told us about MCTV, but what else is going on? Because you're a busy person.
Well, right now it's just the shows I have, and you know, this project that I'm really backing at. Like, I know this is, I believe it's going to pave some way, and it's going to be strictly for the grown. And it's all MC Chaz TV, media on Facebook. You can type in MC Chaz, Instagram MC Chaz TV, Twitter the same thing, MC Chaz TV. And then, you know, hopefully by the 3rd week of June, we'll see the launching, and then you guys will let me know how well we're doing now.
Okay.
Looking forward.
We got you.
So here's a lot going on.
Yeah.
He has a lot going on.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be looking
All right, well, I
forward
want
to
us
it.
to wrap this up without taking any more time. MC Chaz, would you like to look at the camera and tell your people out there if they want to contact you, if they want to reach you? How can they follow you online, whichever?
All day, baby. So on Facebook, it's MC Chaz, MC Chaz, C-H-A-Z, FaceTime. I'm sorry, did I say FaceTime? Instagram is the same thing, MC Chaz _TV. Twitter, the same thing, MC Chaz _TV. And you know, for those of you that want me to be at your shows, just send me a private message and we'll make it happen all day.
Here do they send you a private message?
Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Anyway,
email.
slide in the DM.
Oh, the email actually,
Yes.
mcchaz01@gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, www.mcchaz.com.
Or you can slide in the DM.
Just slide in the DM.
Only the ladies should slide in the
Only
DM.
ladies, no men, no men, no men. Only ladies are there, yeah. Men, send me email.
Oh boy, we had mad fun tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you can keep follow us on Instagram at Afrobeat Live. It's been a pleasure being your host, Wallywa. I got Paula in the house, I got Raro, MC Chaz, that's how we do it. Don't forget to check out our Facebook.